Welcome to another Starcraft 2 co-op guide. This series we go through various co-op commanders, and what we're doing is going through build orders, try and maximize your play. And this time we're going for Alarak, Shadow of Death. Now again, if you do like this content, do like and subscribe, not to be a Zealot. Walk! 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 Or the supplicant, more accurately. Alright, so let's get this game booted up and we'll go through it as we play. Now we're going to avoid launch simply because it's the air map and we're going to be playing with a mothership build. So the thing about this is that basically it's an air build, which is really interesting because when Alarak first came out, he did not have dedicated air units. He had a cooldown. Basically the Death Fleet did remove the tank but said, oh no, of course not, why would I? Hell no. See? It tells you exactly how many were sold. So this is only one of 5,970. So no, of course not. I removed the Zergling tank by accident, by the way. Okay, anyway, coming back to this, by the way, I do this on Twitch. So yes, sometimes I will be reading the chat. Okay, so the thing about this Alarak build is that I'm going to be showing you how to get the Death Fleet as quickly as possible, but also as economically as possible. So the first thing we got to do is always throw down a pylon. And always throw it down at your expansion in a position that sees as much as possible. Okay, yep, this is fine.
The conduits cannot be destroyed, but the shuttles can.
Okay, so here's the thing. The Death Fleet itself costs 400, which is, you know, the cost of a mothership. The thing about it is that... Okay, I need to get my gas. Okay, the thing about it is that you get gas so much more slowly than minerals that it is not... that you want to get your gases as quickly as you can. So the way I do it is pylon, gas, gas. Now here's the key about this build. Don't have to get gateways. I almost at all, but until much later. Alright, let's get this one. And get this one as well. Now we can throw down another pylon and let's be kind to our friend. Or ally rather. Is this thing ready? Okay, start blasting. Your weakness. Get in. Yeah, just keep producing probes. Throw down another one here and then go back home. So here's the thing, you see it's slowly rising, but minerals will always be rising more quickly than gas, because again, there's only 2 gases, whereas there are like 8 mineral patches. I think. Okay, this. Okay, and what we're going to do now is that once we have the minerals, where are you? Yeah, once we have the minerals, we're going to take our expo. Because you realize that you're going to go up to 400 minerals, and still, it's only going to be about 300 gas. So you might as well just take your expo on the spot. Okay, the bill's a little bit off, but no matter. We're also going to be helping our ally.
Minerals now.
Because here's the thing, on most maps by default, yeah, okay, this is fine.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, you realize that this is happening. What I'll do is I'll pull workers off gas. Again, nothing's happening in the early game. Yeah, this will become an issue if you're playing, I hope you don't see the 60 pics on the screen. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, I've messed up my build a little bit. I was looking at the stream elements. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yep, I'm doing this anyway. Yeah, we'll be fine. Watch. 400, 300. Call it the Death Fleet. They stand no chance against us. The Alarak's here to save the day. Well, or his mothership is. Okay, let's build one destroyer off the bat. Alright, so let's start clearing out and helping our ally. Now, I've made a huge mistake, which is I am supply blocked, which I should not be. Okay, so here's how I recommend you play Mothership or Death Fleet, which is that you always check to see whether you have capacity. Okay, here's the thing. Mothership over here can build up to a certain number. It can hold 8 destroyers in reserve, and you order them one by one. Now, in this section of the game, you need to balance this against getting eco. But as long as you have one slot open, the mothership is in the background quietly building another one. So that's the most optimal thing while you are still teching up, because you still need to spend money on probes. Okay, it's gonna go to 8 very shortly, and then we're gonna buy another one. Yep. And this is the most efficient way to play. Now, if you can, I would actually recommend you go to 6 so that you can focus on things like micro. And notice we still haven't got to the gateway. Have Alarak punch them, the Death Fleet does this. Come back here. Good. Good. Okay, this is fine, we're still producing. Now we're gonna throw down, actually, forget that. We're gonna take the gases. Okay, so here's how I prefer to play. Yeah, the biggest challenge for me personally while playing this, again, I'm playing on the default because this is going to be the baseline. If you're playing Brutal Plus, you might need to change your build, you might need to be flexible, you might need to do other stuff. Yep, build another one. We'll keep the number 6 until we max out on probes.
We need more Artosis pylons.
This is what I told you is the big problem, right? Like, I keep getting supply blocked. Okay, if I'm supply blocked, then I'll throw down a gateway and then a forge. Now, on this map specifically, yeah, I've messed up hard. I've really messed up. So that's the thing, I can't summon anymore, it's not building any. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, so this is almost ready. Yeah, I'm gonna immediately call in 3 destroyers once I... Okay, 2 destroyers, close enough. Use Empower Me. Empower Me is on cooldown, so be willing to use it. Yeah, okay, again, my bad. What I like to do on this map specifically, and in fact all maps, is that you start throwing pylons down along the map. The reason I do this is so that I can use mass teleport whenever I need. Let's just push. There's his pylons. That generally doesn't matter. Okay, we're actually taking quite some damage, which is bad.
Researchers will investigate, but they will need to be guarded. Research vessel ready. Let's get a team to that shrine.
Okay, we've maxed out on this. That's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get shield upgrades, and then I'm gonna tech towards a cybernetics core. Yeah. Ah, you see that goes? Okay, so this is my solution because I don't have any detection. You take Alarak and you do this. Still alive. It's okay. See? Ghost over there. Now you see him?
Another warp conduit has been activated.
You don't.
A wave of shuttles is headed toward it.
Alright, we can throw down a pylon here. Build a few destroyers. Okay, so here's my recommendation. If you max out on destroyers, you're like, okay, well that's bad. Build at least 3. Oh, likewise, if you're supply blocked, always throw down 2 pylons at least, because what's going to happen is that you're going to get unsupply blocked, you're going to fill that up immediately because you have leftover cash, and then you're going to go to this.
These foolish enemies seek to storm my base.
Let's back up our ally. We have Empower Me, not yet. Yeah, let's just kill this first. Okay, so once you maxed out, what you realize is that I'm building up quite a bag, but I have a plan for that. Well, Alec's taking quite a bit of damage. Which is kind of bad, because Alex will literally eat his own units to stay alive, including the Death Fleet. The Death Fleet is not sacred at all to the Tal'Darim.
Scans are finished. Science owes you a great debt.
Not get supply blocked? Okay, great. Let's start to push.
This defense is unrelenting offense.
The best defense is unrelenting offense. That's Alarak, alright. Alright, so here's the thing. If you're maxed out and you've got nothing else to spend money on, then what I would recommend you do is you just buy the remaining... Yeah, you just buy as many as you can. Especially if you're going to do something like this, which is push.
I am ready to be empowered.
Yeah, the Death Fleet's just going to burn everything to the ground. Open some more. Yeah, we're fine. Add that to the control group. So here's the thing, like once you can afford, what I would recommend is adding Havocs. Just for detection, but it also gives you additional range. That's the term. That's gonna hurt. Where is the Havoc? There it is.
A wave of shuttles is making its way to an active warp conduit.
Purifiers will surely stop it.
Now that we've pushed in here,
You can't warp the gas, buddy.
I've done this earlier. Now you can see that again. I'm not playing like that well and kind of deliberate. But also, if you really wanted to, there's a lot of micro you could do. You could split units. You could like peel off individual ones. If you're playing with a Terran, a bit loud. If you're playing with a Terran ally, you could have his SCVs repair. You could ask him. If not, you just send SCVs over. Is the probe still alive? Okay, good. Good. Call in more destroyers. Attack this.
Research complete.
Oh boy. By the way, yeah, that didn't work.
The enemy approaches. Prepare for battle.
Oh, in fact, this is a good time to show off exactly what I meant. Let's kill these first. Okay, look, so if we really needed to, we could have just used mass teleport to teleport here. Oh, right, another factor. Let's jump back to our base. Some upgrades, right? Yeah. Get more upgrades for the Havoc, get more upgrades for that. So I'll spend my additional money in building a ton of photon cannons. Now, here's the difference. If you're playing on a map in co-op that does not have these kind of like easily areas that you can just like throw down standing defenses, just build a bunch of gateways and get a bunch of supplicants. Is our thing still alive? Yeah, let's just build a supplicant so that when Alarak gets hit, the supplicant takes the hit instead of Alarak. You can see that Phoenix and his carriers are pushing in. So we're gonna start pushing it to the center. In the meantime, we're floating 1,000 minerals. What we're gonna be doing, that we're gonna be throwing down a pylon here. There's a very specific reason for that. Okay. Yeah, let's blow this up. See? It's just the extra DPS, which is nice. Not enough charges. To be perfectly honest, if I was playing better, I would have a lot more units. Yeah, like the cannons took care of that on its own. This is the one I'm worried about, because on this map specifically, Void Trashing,
A shameful and cowardly death.
enemy attacks are going to be spawning here, and I want to try and sandwich them. Yeah, this is one place. Oh, this is bad. Can I TP here? No, I can't. I mean, I could TP to Phoenix. I should throw down a pylon over there.
As I desire.
Base is under attack.
You see what I mean?
Must I compensate for your weakness?
This is what I meant, by the way. Teleport!
You may now empower. As I
Yeah, that sucked. We lost quite a lot there. By the way, on this map you can take another base. These are real minerals and it does help you. In our case with Alarak specifically, it's not really necessary. But if you're playing, let's say, other commanders like Vorazun or Nova, and you're going for a gas-heavy build, then that's kind of what you want to do. If we have a lot of gas, simple, just spend it on this. You can also go for a hybrid model. Hybrids, here. Okay, make sure you get the upgrades from the Forge. Namely shield and this. Imposing presence, I did name offhand. Alright, so this one should be able to take care of itself by itself. Our ally takes care of this, and we take care of that.
I will crush them before they can scurry away.
Now, while you might think that, well, that's kind of overkill, isn't it? No, because the final wave they actually throw a lot. And especially if you're playing on standard, well, I call it standard brutal difficulty. Okay, if you have a lot of gas, just keep buying Havocs, one at a time. But the Havocs themselves are cloaked, so they're not going to be targeted down. Furthermore, Havocs have lower requirement. Nah, Also, I love its voice lines. Come, let's just listen to the mothership.
Hostile forces are approaching us. Break them.
Teleport in. So that's the, even if the thing dies here, we're just gonna teleport in and massacre everyone. Okay, that actually was kind of painful. Took a lot of shield damage. Oh.
Preparing a research vessel.
What happened to all the Havocs?
Speak.
Okay, they must have been killed. Take some more. We've got the minerals and the gas. Pull in some more.
Death fleet descend.
Not enough minerals.
Not in the minerals.
Get 'em.
Yeah, so my plan for the final fight is going to be to camp here. And yep, that's done, that's done. Okay, look, if we're really done, what we could do is we could give our ally the quota boost because we can't quota boost the mothership.
Not enough minerals.
I don't have anything there. He should be building a ton of cannons, but
You address the
not my place to say.
This had better be worthwhile.
Can you hear her?
Warp conduit is powering up, and a wave of shuttles is bearing toward it.
Oh, well, it is quite satisfying to chase down one's.
Oh right, we need to go and protect this thing.
Shuttles eliminated, commanders.
Alright, so let's throw down a pylon here.
Was the enemy expecting mercy?
This had better be worthwhile.
In my opinion, that's just Chidara inside, second ascendant. Well, first ascendant.
Are being attacked.
Yeah, we messed this up, didn't we? So this kind of micro you could do what is called pullback micro. So the idea for protoss units is that you don't want them to take hull damage because they have no
Break them.
default way of repairing hull damage.
Only because I want.
Yep, you three defend.
Waste.
Okay,
Must I compensate for your weakness?
yep, our forces will break through this eventually. It's actually kind of bad because our Havocs might actually get shot by friendly fire. Yeah, but we dealt with this. Yep, these cannons are just to buy time.
Gathered the data we need.
We actually have a lot of minerals right now. Okay, let's throw down some more.
Purifiers can defeat any foe.
Yep, we're at 7. Then we just buy the rest, to be honest.
So shall it be.
Yeah, this is the last wave, so this is going to be over quite quickly. I think that's more or less it. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, right? This is the last wave where they send in the Loki. If it's a Protoss enemy, they send in motherships. If it's a Terran enemy, no, if it's a Zerg enemy, they send in Leviathans, which is frankly the hardest one. Lost quite a few cannons, but that generally doesn't matter. Yeah, we're fine.
Shuttles are on course for all 3 conduits. We will have to split our forces to stop them
Yeah,
all.
we've done that already. Our allies got this.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, we've actually lost a lot of static defenses, but that doesn't matter. Yep, that's dead, that's dead, that's dead. This is also dead. Are we done? Can we go home now? Yep, that's victory sound. Alright.
Perhaps you are of some use to me.
And they're out of here.
Alright, let's leave. Okay, so something I would like to stress, which is that this is the final point. Let me expound upon one weakness of this, which is that hey Floyd, GG's, yeah, it's kinda easy. The one key weakness of this build is that it is very susceptible to AoE. I tried playing the mutation and we barely won because this week's mutation that I happen to be recording this in, it happens to be power overwhelming, which means that units have vulnerability. So goddamn Brootlings were storming my mothership, they were fungling the carriers, and it was devastating. So that's the thing, they tend to like bunch up so that AoE they just disappear. You saw that earlier in the game with the bomb. Okay, so as a final point before we call it quits, let's go through the maps because okay, some maps you want to go mass supplicant because you don't really need the cannons. Some maps you want to go cannon heavy. The Temple of the Past, cannon. Rift of Kohol, supplicant. Supplicant. Supplicant, but this one up to you, but preferably supplicant. Cannon. supplicant, cannon. This one you can go mix because this map has very fixed spawn points on where the enemy waves will come from. You could just cannon up there. You can also have a more mobile force with supplicants. Cannon, supplicant, supplicant, cannon, supplicant. Mix because you want to have some cannons at the defense points, but you also want to have some supplicants to be in your army. Supplicant. This one is very, very easily. Well, you can go cannon, but I don't think it's worth it. Right, basically the maps are very defensive in nature. Again, Temple, Void, Miner, Dead of Night. That's very, very clear-cut cannon. The rest, mostly supplicants, a few mixed. Okay, if not, we are done with this particular video. Thank you for watching. If you like this stuff, do like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if I say something funny about Alarak. I'm going to be doing a dedicated lore video on him and the protoss, so do stick around. If not, thanks for watching. Next time. Wog! Wog! Wog!